Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another toy review, another Darktoylord toy review. And what I have for you today is we're going to be taking a look at this Masters of the Universe Revelation Skelegod figure by Mattel. So I'm sure you've seen the trailers already. If you have not, I recommend that you check them out. There's going to be a new Masters of the Universe cartoon coming out on Netflix, and it's going to be written by Kevin Smith. The animation, in my opinion, looks absolutely incredible. I'm really looking forward to the show. I'm really looking forward to all the toys that hopefully come out for the show. And to start that off, we have this one right here. I found it over at Target. Which is kind of weird because it's my understanding that the first run of figures, with the exception of Skelegod here, are going to be hitting Walmart's first. So it was kind of odd that I found this one at Target. So let's go ahead and, like we do, let's take a look at the packaging first. As you can see up here at the top, it says Masterverse. So I wonder if that's going to be similar to the DC Multiverse line, that they branded it that way. And then, of course, here it is at the bottom, Masters of the Universe Revelation, Skelegod. And, of course, this is Skeletor in his super jacked out mode. Up here it says it's going to be a Netflix cartoon, so let's spin this guy around. On the side, we have more Skelegod artwork. And that's actually pretty incredible looking, the artwork. So I think once I get this out of the box, I am going to maybe just, I'm not one to collect boxes, but every once in a while I'll make an exception. This might be an exception, or at a minimum, I might cut out that artwork. So here is a little write-up about Skelegod himself. All right, let's go ahead and zoom up here real quick. So it says, Skelegod, Cosmic Lord of Destruction. Skeletor lives his life with a singular purpose, to control the unlimited powers of the entire universe. Time after time, the bane of Eternia was thwarted by the He-Man and the heroic warriors. What kind of monster would be unleashed should they be unable to stop the Lord of Destruction? Surely a raging storm of horror and terror even the bravest dare not even imagine. Other figures available in the line initially, you're going to have Battle Cat, He-Man, Mossman, Skeletor, and Evil Lyn. Mossman was an odd choice in my opinion. I figured maybe Tila, Man-at-Arms. Mossman, you're definitely an odd choice. Over here on the other side of the box, it simply says Skelegod. And that brings us back to the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get this out of the package. I'll lay everything down with all the accessories, and we'll take a closer look. So here we have Skelegod out of the package, and let's do a quick measurement, see how tall this bad boy is. He looks to be about 8 inches tall. Accessories included this plasma attack, for lack of any better term, magical attack. We have the power sword, and I'm wondering if they're going to use the same gimmick or the same storyline in the original Masters Universe, where He-Man had one half of the sword, Skeletor had the second half, and put them together, it unlocks the power of Grayskull. I guess we'll have to wait for the cartoon to see if they're still going to continue with that. And then, of course, we have a couple of alternate hands for holding the sword. All right, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at articulation and detailing. So in regards to the detailing, he has armor everywhere. Armor on his forearms, armor on his shoulders, his little skirt here, knees. And it's kind of a soft, rubbery material, so it doesn't hinder movement too much. I like the paint applications here. What I think is really neat, let's see if we can zoom in here, is if you look at his face, first off, that's an awesome sculpt on his skull face. And I love the horns as well. But if you look at his neck, it's got that same translucent green plastic material as his attack, his power attack here. So I'm wondering if we see this guy in animation, I wonder if that means that almost like his head is detached and it's floating above his body with his magical powers here. In regards to articulation, he does have a little bit of an ab crunch here. Not too much, but he can move back and forth. His at the hips, he can do pretty much the splits almost. Legs go forward and back, and he does have a double jointed knee. As well as forward or up and down articulation in his ankle. And actually a little bit of side to side also. It swivels at the knees too. Swivels at the thighs. In regards to the arms, this is where I'm a little disappointed. So we have double jointed elbows. You can swivel the forearms or wrists. You can position the wrists, and again, that armor does not really get in the way. What I am disappointed about is he feels like Ralphie from A Christmas Story. He can't really put his arms down. He has very limited articulation in the shoulders, so you can go up a little bit and you can go down a little bit. But it does not appear as though this guy is going to be one of those characters that you can have with his arms right down by his side. More about the detailing. I wanted to show you this cape. I'm very impressed by it. So it's a nice fabric cape, and it's multi-layered. So you have the outer layer right here. You have these two strands underneath it. And then you also have these plastic attachments for ornaments. Or maybe they're power crystals. I guess we'll wait to see when the cartoon comes over. That's a nice touch. And then we have this bottom layer, which is the two-tone purple. And here is Skelegod, all nice and posed for you. I did put the magic attack on his right hand. I did not need to swap out his hand at all, so that's just over and on top of the open hand that he had. I swapped out his hand on his left arm so that he could hold the power sword. I do have to admit the sword looks a little bit small in his grasp. I'm not sure if that's by design, where the sword itself is smaller in this story, or if maybe it just means he is absolutely huge. I do have to say that even though the shoulders are not as posable as I would prefer, and I can't get those arms, just a little bit closer to his sides, I do have to say I like this figure. I love the design. I love the look. He's really just menacing. I can't wait to see this cartoon. I have high hopes for it. The trailer looks great. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend. Again, just go ahead and take a look. It's available readily here on YouTube. So that's pretty much where I'm going to leave you guys today. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And also, I know I've been away for a little bit. I haven't been too active on YouTube, but I have been pretty active with posting toy pictures on Instagram and Twitter. So please, by all means, follow me there. I'm pretty much a Darktoylord anywhere. So if you go to Instagram, go to Twitter, look for Darktoylord, you're going to find me. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.